Shalom, call Halonyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rachakodash, Shanya Kabad, Gadwala Rakwab, Zakwanyam Nawa. That's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Shalom, Wabarakim, Labakariam, Shaya Sharala. And that's peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. So I have an article up here by CBS News. It was written a few days ago, January 11th, and it's titled, More U.S. Businesses Banning Cash. And obviously we know, as the watchmen of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Rachakodash, that this is basically the next stage leading into the microchip. All right, the microchip, which is the mark of the beast, or another name for the RFID chip, which is most surely, it's definitely the mark of the beast. So jumping right into the article, it says more businesses around the U.S. are declining to accept cash payments, forcing customers to use credit and debit cards only. At busy New York City lunch spot Two Forks, Salakia, owner Michael Kaplan has banned cash to keep the lines moving faster. And of course, that's what they're going to say. But at the end of the day, average Joes like him may or may not know about the mark of the beast, may or may not know about, this new world order that soon will be implemented by the elites, the so-called one percenters, the so-called Illuminatis, the so-called, banking families, which are the Rothschilds, the heading the way, the Amalekites, the Rockefellers, so people like this guy of the owner of Two Forks, Michael Kaplan, he may or may not know about the whole initiative to make this new world order, this mark of the beast, in which everybody is chipped, everybody's just a slave to, the upper elites. So it says the owner, Michael Kaplan, has banned cash to keep lines moving faster. With every cash transaction, the payment process was slowing down significantly, he said in an interview with CBS News. Yet while cash is now barred at the fast casual restaurant, most customers seem to be embracing the switch. Some, it says most people like the switch. They're embracing the switch. They don't mind, And this is what, one of the customers said. I never have cash on me. I always have my card on me. So for me, it's pretty much easier, said Two Forks customer Alex Janoff. And of course, so that's the initiative. First, they're going to say, well, I don't have cash on me anyways. I usually have my card on me. So of course, you're just making payments with your card. And then after that, this microchip is going to be made to look like the next coolest iPhone 10,000 out there. You know what I mean? They're going to make it seem like this microchip is just the greatest technology ever. And then, of course, now what are you going to hear? Soon enough, brothers are going to be reading articles where they're saying, well, I already have my card on me and it's already in my hand and I already used the chip on my card. So why not just get a microchip in my hand? Why not just get this chip implanted in me and I can have the chip, I can have the money already in my chip. That's going to be the next thing. That's going to be what these new articles are going to be saying shortly. And we're praying and hoping that, this chip is, really gets hot this year, but ultimately is made mandatory this year because the chip, as in the book of Revelations, the 13th chapter, will be made mandatory. It will be made mandatory and you will not be able to buy or sell without that chip. I believe already, with the new emerging technology called blockchain technology, which is the software that enables you to, these developers to create cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin. Bitcoin, being one of the biggest cryptocurrencies, can now already be placed in a microchip. I saw that article last week, maybe about a week and a half ago, but Bitcoin can already be placed in a microchip. And of course, that microchip can be placed in your hand. And you have a lot of businesses now that are looking into using Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies to actually move cash because, Lord willing, I make an article about this. I may not because, the Spirit led me in different ways, but I'll bring the article out anyway. It was a big company that's saying now, by using cryptocurrency and Bitcoin to actually move cash around, it's as easy as moving data. It's as easy, it's as seamless, and it's as efficient, as moving data. And it's cost efficient, so it doesn't cost them as much, to move money around, just like moving that data. So again, this person says, I never have cash on me. I always have my card on me, so for me, it's pretty much easier. From coffee shops to larger restaurant chains, more businesses are now banning bills. Proponents say eliminating hard currency is not only faster, it also reduces the risk of robberies. And of course, and again, I'll say this again through the Spirit, we're going to be reading articles with people saying, well, people couldn't steal cash. Well, they're saying now you can't steal cash. I mean, you can steal cash, lock it. They're saying you can't steal cash. Well, I got my card on me. In the future, we're going to be reading articles through the Spirit. I'm saying this. People are going to be saying, well, you can actually steal cards. You actually can steal a card. Well, you can't steal a microchip that's in your hand. What is somebody going to, 5 people are going to, hold you down, rope you up, and then, bring out a machete and then chop your hand off, and then, go to Safeway and then whip out your hand with the microchip in your hand out of their back pocket to pay for their groceries? No, that's not going to happen. What are you, stupid? People are going to be bringing out articles like this and saying certain things like this. Oh, you can steal a credit card, you can steal a debit card, but you can't steal, a microchip in somebody's hand. So that's going to be the next biggest thing. We have to watch for these kind of setups, if you will. This is just a setup. Everything that's going on right now is just a setup for this new world order, man. That's all it is. Reduce the risk of robberies. Man, get out of my face, man. But not everyone's buying into it, of course. The only people that aren't buying into it are the elect, and that's it. Opponents argue that refusing to accept legal tender discriminates against people without cards who may be on low incomes, and in some places, efforts are underway to actually ban businesses from banning cash. Let me see if there's anything else. Okay, we'll read this. Dos Toros Taquillera owners Leo and Oliver Kramer said they rarely have to turn away cash loyal customers. It just feels like that's where everything. Oh man, he said they rarely have to turn away cash loyal customers. It just feels like that's where everything is going. China is there already. India is halfway there. India is more than halfway there. A lot of parts of Europe are almost cashless, Leo Kramer told CBS News. And of course, I believe there's a club already in Europe that they don't accept anything. They don't even accept credit cards. If you don't have the chip, they don't accept credit cards or debit cards, anything. If you don't have the chip, there's a club over there in Europe where you can't even get in. You cannot get in at all if you do not have that chip. I believe there's a train somewhere in or around Spain where you can now buy you can buy your ticket. Yeah. Okay, you can buy your ticket to the train, with your microchip. It says to encourage establishments to go cashless, Visa has offered thousands of dollars to small businesses to only take cards. None of the businesses featured in this story say they were given any money to go cashless. But brothers, as you can see, this is just a huge wave. It's a huge push right now to go cashless. And if you can't see this, that means the Lord is blinding you, and you need to pray that the Lord opens up your eyes so that you can have these spiritual eyes to see prophecy being fulfilled. The elders and apostles keep bring this out all the time, but prophecies are being fulfilled left and right. They may not be the biggest prophecies, such as, again, the mark of the beast, which is the microchip being made mandatory, or martial law breaking out, or World War III happening tomorrow. All those bigger prophecies we're waiting for, but these smaller prophecies talked about in the scriptures are being manifested currently as we speak, as I make this video, as you brothers watch this video. Prophecies are happening left and right. All these things leading up to the bigger prophecies, So I just want to get a few scriptures on, watching. This is Luke 21, verse 36. Watch ye therefore, and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Son of Man is Yahweh Shai, not Jesus, not Yeshua or Yahya. Even saying those names, man, I feel like I need to brush my teeth. The true name of the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai, and there's no other name in which you can be saved. The Heavenly Father, his name is Yahweh, and the only begotten Son is Yahweh Shai. All right. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. Again, that was Luke 21:36. Why do we watch? Because by watching, it gives you more faith. You understand that the Bible is true. It's the most historically accurate book that was ever written, and it's the only book that talks about and speaks on why you Negroes, Native American Indians, and Latinos, which are the biblical Israelites, are in the condition that you're in right now, that we're in right now. And it's the only book that speaks on prophecy. It's the only book that's been able to, or that has stood, I'm just going to say stood the, what's the phrase I'm thinking of? For lack of a better phrase, I'm just going to say it stands the times. It's the only book that's speaking right now. It's the only book that brings out prophecy. So we watch for these smaller prophecies to bring about bigger prophecies. We see that, we know in the scriptures it talks about Gog and Magog, which is Russia. You can read about that in the book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, how they're going to, eventually bomb the U.S. Russia, Iran, North Korea, Afghanistan, Pakistan, smaller countries though. But we see how the U.S. is, being a burden to Russia. We see the enmity that is being built currently between Russia and the U.S. All those things that are talked about in the scriptures, biblical prophecy, that will do what? Eventually bring about World War III. But again, staying on topic, we're watching out for this blockchain technology. We're watching out for this cashless society. All right, because it's going to lead to the mark of the beast, which is the microchip. Again, being a bigger prophecy that we're waiting for and hoping for to come to pass this year in 20. Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And how are we doing that? Again, we're staying in these scriptures. We're praying. We're opening up our minds and hoping that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai keeps his Ruach HaKodesh within us, keeps his Holy Spirit within us, so that we can understand prophecy, so that we can report these things. We can, see it in the news, make these spiritual epistles, make these videos. We're going out on the highways and byways, and we're proclaiming the day of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Ruach HaKodesh. We're fishing out there, because soon we're not going to be fishing no more. We're going to be hunting. That time it's going to be a wrap. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13. Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, be strong. And when you look up that phrase, quit you like men, it basically means to show yourself a man. That's what it means, to show yourself a man. All right? Watch ye, stand fast in the faith. Who cares what other people say? Who cares that people think we're a bum? You know what I mean? If they think we're just bums out there on the highways and byways. If they think you're just a bum in the world. Oh, where do you work? Or you got a regular 9 to 5. You ain't making no money. You making minimum wage, or you making 10 or 11, whatever. Who cares if they think we're just a bum? We're not going to college or anything like that. We're standing fast in the faith. We're quit you like men. We're showing ourselves men. There's nothing more manly than to lay down your life for your brother. And that's what Yahweh Shai did for us, for the elect. He laid down his life, and he stayed faithful all the way into death, all the way up into the cross. And we have to finish our course. We have to stay faithful all the way up into those missiles, man. He that endureth unto the end, the same shall be saved. The same shall be brought through the fire. All right? So, and it says, be strong. No matter what temptations that's happening right now, no matter what kind of, cross you have to bear, no matter what kind of trials and tribulations you have to go through, understand Yahweh Shai went through those same trials and tribulations. Understand your brother is going through those same trials and tribulations. So you have to continue to pray, continue to stay in the word, continue to fast and ask for, ask and beg for more fear, faith, and wisdom, more spiritual discernment, more knowledge of the spiritual world, Watch ye, stand fast in the faith, quit you like men, and be strong. 1 Corinthians 16 and 13. So I hope that this is edifying. Again, we're heading into this cashless society, which is just going to lead into the mark of the beast, which is a microchip. So continue to watch, because we're not ignorant to Satan's devices, all right? Call Haloyim, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Shanya Kabad, Gadwala Requabs, Aquanyam Nawa. That's double honors to our elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalawam, Wa Barakim, Labakarim, Shaya Sharala. And that's peace and blessing to the elect of Israel. Keep watching. Shalom.